most expensive hotel room. Oh, this is me reacting to him touring it, just like the one. So here's a tour of the world's most expensive hotel room, $100K a night. You could get 10 half days on a yacht for this price.
The most expensive hotel room on the planet at a cost of $100,000.
Man, this guy looks like every dad. I feel like he's gonna have Birkenstocks underwater, khaki shorts that are a little bit wet.
Buy a nice house in Phoenix, or you could stay here for a week.
He's right.
It's located here in the Palms Casino Resort in Los
The Palms? Oh, have I got a story about the Palms for you? Oh, no. Oh, no. It was my birthday soon. And what better way to celebrate my birthday than by going to Vegas? This year, I'm going to be going to Vegas with my wife, with my friends. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're all going to be fully vaxxed. We're going to have a blast. And last year, I did the same exact thing. Saul's friends, at least. Rochelle took me to Vegas to see some shows, to do some gambling, to have some fun. We actually saw Lady Gaga do a full jazz show. It was kind of badass. It was really cool. But we stayed in none other than the Palms Hotel, which is the location for this video we are watching today. Now, Rochelle had stayed at the Palms before, and she said it was a fantastic time. And so we stay at the Palms Hotel. And during the day, it is very fun. We're having a good time. We're just chilling at the Palms. We're gambling, we're eating, we're doing fun things. And by the time we get back to the room, it's probably like, I don't know, 11:30, midnight. Like, we're done with our day. We're boomers. We go to sleep a little early. We're not out snorting lines and staying out till 3 a.m. in Vegas, anymore, at least. And so we lay down and we turn off all the lights, and we realize that we hear something in the background. And we think, what is that in the background at the Palms Hotel at midnight? What's going on here? And so we open our blinds, and we are blinded by the sunlight. It is bright light, and it's midnight, just bright light. And we hear and we realize that the Palms in the last year has converted from a normal hotel to an all-night suck and fuck fest at the pool. They sell tickets. The pool opens at 11 p.m., 11 at night, and it stays open until 4 in the morning. We go to the front desk the next morning to check out and just ask them, like, hey, is this gonna happen every night? We're gonna switch hotels. And there is a line, at least 30 people deep, of boomers who are fucking pissed. One lady literally put her crying baby on the counter, and she says, is this okay to you? I couldn't sleep. My baby couldn't sleep. We thought this was a hotel. The concierges were they didn't know what to do, because this was a new transition for them. They're like, hey, we are now a suck and fuck pool hotel. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. We can't give you your money back. You paid for it. And so I know the Palms Hotel intimately. So I am very excited to hear about the most expensive room in the Palms Hotel, and I hope they address the pool nightclub.
Before I show you around this room, let's talk pricing. Yes, $100,000 a night with a 2-night minimum. And you don't just go on the Palms.
Oh, 2-night minimum. That sucks, because a lot of people are going to want to go in and say, hey, 100K, fuck it, I'm rich, let's get the room. But 200K minimum? Oh, and of course you got a tip.
Now, some other perks that they give you have a 24-hour butler who is on call for the duration of your stay.
Well, you got to tip Alfred,
and
of course.
You also have a chauffeured car service, among many other things. But as I...
Yo, the whole job in this video is for you to tell me what the other things are. Are you kidding me? Do I get a hooker? I feel like he's implying that I'm going to get a hooker or some drugs or something. Many other things. Literally, your job is to explain the other things. This is the tour.
Until you look over there. And then you see some sharks. The sharks are there because they're art from the world-famous artist Damien Hirst, who designed 6 individual pieces for just this hotel room, including these sharks, which are called winner-loser. Another interesting thing to see.
They both look like winners to me. These are apex predators.
Right when you walk into a hotel room. But anyway, you walk into the empathy suite and turn to your left, and then you see a medicine cabinet, which seems oddly placed until you discover that it too is a piece of art from Damien Hirst. This one is called Vegas. And the Damien Hirst theme continues throughout the room, specifically with butterflies and medicine or pills. Personal favorite art piece is next to the dining room table. It's this wall of pills called money. You can see there's just pills and pills and more pills, and it's a rather striking look, but it's one that I find rather...
I think that's fucking sick. I'll say it. You guys are saying cringe. I'm saying that looks badass, dude. I didn't know what it was. You zoom in, pills everywhere.
They're amusing and interesting and certainly worth checking out. But let's go back to the bar. And yes, this hotel room has a bar. And I can tell you right now that your hotel room doesn't. But take a look at the top of
Fuck you, Doug.
this bar. It's medical waste. These aren't used medical supplies, to be clear, but you do have these medical gloves and pill wrappers and
fucking
tubes
catheter in there
all throughout the top of this bar. There's even a syringe or two in here. The people at the Palms told me it's a rather controversial piece, but I think it certainly looks interesting and more exciting than just your standard bar. It's a little too bright in here for you. Just go into the curtains menu on your iPad and they will all close automatically. You don't have to press a button or point a remote at something. Just do it on your iPad. And of course,
did he not just literally press a button? Did he just press a button and then say you don't have to press a button? Don't lie to me, Doug!
you can also use the iPad to reopen all of the curtains, all automatic.
Doug, let's have a heart-to-heart. Doug, let's have a heart-to-heart really quick. If you can open the curtains with the iPad, I'm going to assume that you can close the curtains with the iPad. You know what I mean? You don't have to waste my time on the second one.
Next up, let's move back into the living area for one of the great seating areas of all time. Now, I say that
Doug, you've got to stop blowing smoke up my ass, Doug. You have to stop. This is not one of the great seating areas of all time. This is a shitty couch. It's not even a cloud couch. Ludwig's couch is nicer than this.
you have the world's longest couch. Now, I don't know if this is actually the world's longest couch, but it's got to be in the running. It kind of snakes all the way around the room, clearly custom designed for it. I counted, and you could get 30 people on here comfortably with enough room to kind of move around. You could probably get 60
Hey, now that I see a wrapping, this is a really nice couch. I'll give him that.
people on here. If you cram them all together, not too often you see a 60-person couch. But that's the situation in the Empathy Suite. Come out from the bar and from the living areas, open the door, and you can see this is the coolest balcony I have ever seen.
The balcony is actually lit as fuck.
You have ever seen. The coolest balcony anyone has ever seen. Facing toward the Vegas Strip and all the other casinos and the bright lights. You're literally swimming kind of suspended above everything out there. One other cool thing out here, the balcony actually opens up to the bar. You can see I can slide open these little doors and open up directly to the bar. The hotel will supply you with a bartender for a party if you want.
Oh, that's sick.
And then they can serve you not just inside, but also
honestly, get rid of the rest. I would just love the pool in the bar.
Which is a pretty good situation. You don't usually
I wonder if I could
see
rent
in
that
your
for maybe like
typical
10K.
hotel room. You're currently looking at like a large room with a large living space, and there's no bed in it. The bed is in the other part of the bedroom elsewhere. That's just how big this room is.
I actually stayed in a luxury hotel once. I'm gotta interrupt this. I can do a second story time here. I stayed in the Mondrian, which is a very, very nice hotel. And this was my first ever week working for Gen G. At the time, they weren't even called Gen G. They were called KSV Esports. And we had the Seoul Dynasty. And Seoul Dynasty was going to do a marketing day. It was the announcement of the Overwatch League. We were gonna do a bunch of things in LA. And I was supposed to fly down there with some of my bosses and just kind of get a feel for it, meet some people, make sure that I knew exactly what I needed to do to work with our sponsors on the Seoul Dynasty. And as we were picking a hotel, it was me and the owners of the team. The owner said, "Oh, I know exactly where you're going to stay. You're going to love it. We'll get a room at the Mondrian." Now, the Mondrian is very nice, and I was very excited to stay at the Mondrian Hotel. But here's the issue. It was my first week on the job, and I didn't have a company card yet. The rooms were about $700, $800 a night that we got, and we were staying there 5 days. And I had to pay it all out of pocket, and I was jobless before this. I will say that I have never seen Rochelle more mad in my life. She's like, "You gotta tell these rich motherfuckers to pay for the room. Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "Hey, it's my first week on the job. I can't like ask them to pay for it. They'll think I'm poor. They'll think I'm a broke bitch. I have to be professional. I'll put it on credit. I'll do whatever I can." Am I embellishing anything?
Keep going, I'm listening.
Am I embellishing anything, though?
Keep going, I'm listening.
And so I didn't. I paid for it all out of pocket, and I was in the room alone. It was so weird to have this huge suite like that, but it was pretty cool.
All right, so.
What's the real story?
I heard you starting it, and I was like, I have to come in and make sure he's not making me look like a total shit.
I didn't make you look like a total shit. I said exactly what you said.
We had also just moved into a brand new house, if you recall.
True.
right?
Apartment, to be
or
fair. Or
apartment. And we could barely afford that apartment as is. So he also, for the record, did not tell me where or how much this place was going to be until he was already there.
Well, didn't want to upset you.
He treats me like I'm some fucking goblin wife. Like, this is totally normal. So anyway, he calls me and he's like, yeah, the place is really nice. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And he's like, yeah, but it's like $700 a night. And I'm looking at our fucking barely making rent. He left that part out, okay? That we were barely making rent with my income and my job. And I was like, cool, cool, cool. So how long are you supposed to stay there? And he goes, 5 days. And I said, cool, cool, cool. Is the company paying for it? Like, are they putting you up? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no. I'm looking at our fucking bank account thinking, like, what he's about to spend in 5 days is our rent, okay?
More at the time, yeah. Much more, yeah.
So, no, it's not that I'm a fucking bitch nagging wife, okay? It's that I was worried we weren't going to have money for rent. And also, boys, it's okay when you start a new job to just be upfront. These people are fucking bajillionaires. Like, they drive a Porsche to fucking work. We're showing up in our fucking Subaru Outback fucking 2011.
True.
We did not have that kind of money. I understand part of it is wanting to fit in, but it's also okay to be like, oh, thanks so much, but I'm actually going to get my own lodging and I'll meet you guys there. Just let me know.
No shot.
Usually they'll be like, oh, why didn't you tell us? We'll just put it on the company card. Okay, now go ahead.
The gambit paid off, chat, because when they reimbursed me for the 3,500 4K, they accidentally did it twice.
Oh, they did do that.
So I got 8K.
But you had to put it back.
Yeah, but hey, you got 8K. You could ball out for a minute at least. That was cool. They doubled my money. It was like a casino. Let's get back to the tour.
Thing hanging from the ceiling, which you can just kind of curl up in and hang out if that's what you want to do.
It's a sex nest, Doug. Doug, I want you to know that this is a sex nest.
But maybe the best part of this bedroom isn't the bedroom itself, but rather the bathroom that's attached to it. The bathroom is quite large, as you can tell, but that's not the most opulent part of the bathroom. Keep going through the shower and the tub and the sink and all that, and you get to the massage room. You have in this bathroom a built-in room just for massaging. As you might expect, though, my favorite part of this bathroom is this tub, which has this unbelievable
socks
view
in the tub
out over the
Jesus
whole
Christ,
world,
Doug.
this entire valley that we're in here. You can sit in here, relax, and look out on all the plebeians below. I'm not talking about this door. That takes you back into the hall. It's a second entrance for this hotel room since we're on the second floor. Instead, I'm talking about this door, because you go in here and you have
a
the
gym.
Salt room.
The salt room.
Yes. The salt room. Before you enter this room, you turn this little switch on the outside
I don't know what a salt room
turn
is.
on the salt. Then you come in here.
I feel like I'm in Wonderland. I'm down the rabbit hole. Turn on the salt.
Do you want to know the difference between rich people and wealthy people? Rich people have a sauna. Wealthy people have a salt room.
Biggest salt room of all. XQC's chat when he gets banned from roleplay. Am I right? Bada bing! We got him! Woo!
And finally, we move on to the last interesting bit of the empathy suite, which is the bathroom off of the second bedroom, which of course features, once again, its own dedicated massage room. Once you're done with your massage, you can either leave through the service entrance or you can leave the other way, which goes directly through the shower. So after you finish your massage, you want to rinse off, no problem, you're walking through the shower anyway. Just turn it on and you can let the water flow around you to increase your relaxation before you go down to the bar or take a swim in your 34th floor giant hot tub. But now you've seen it, and I hope you've enjoyed the tour.
That was a good video. Good hotel room. I mean, not that good hotel room. Not worth 100K. Good video.